and the game will be played on the maps Circuit Breaker, Eddy, and Sylphid. So already very. I can say that all the maps are macro oriented because we was trying to choose all the maps which are very nicely balanced. But what can you say to us about these maps? What do you think? They are favoring Zerg or they are giving a favor to a Terran? What do you think about them?
So let's see. Circuit Breaker. Well. I think it used to be a balanced map. Then over time, Terran got stronger and stronger on it. So in the end, it's becoming more and more of a the Terran map. But well, KenZy picked this map as his first choice. Yeah, as a macro player, KenZy will like to expand a lot. So. It's understandable that he'd like to pick this map. I think in the end, especially for foreigner standards, it's pretty balanced map.
Yeah, so Circuit Breaker for our first match between Mr. Nyoken and Mr. KenZy. Are you ready, Mr. Bonnie?
Yeah, I'm ready. Let's go.
Let's go directly to the game number 1 between Nyoken and KenZy.
So the game has begun, and we have Nyoken, our American Terran, spawning as blue Protoss in the bottom left corner.
And as a brown Zerg, we are having our French representative. This is Mr. KenZy. Next, again, this is a player who is representing the Gosu team ERK. ERK just like Mr. Nagrim, so a lot of good Zergs are there.
Yeah, a lot of strong players are there. That just like a huge force of good players are in there. So it's really a scam.
And cross position in this situation might mean that KenZy will have a little bit more time to make Sankens before when he will see that Marines are marching towards him.
Yeah, it's the same thing as we saw on Hardweek between Terror and Nagrim. He just made KenZy abuse the fact that it's cross position. But on the other hand, it's gonna be a little bit harder to actually expand into another corner because it's gonna be closer to Nyoken.
Yeah, and we need to remind that fact that Nyoken was practicing to this group when he know that he will be facing all the Zergs, so he got to prepare the strategies only against the Zerg, which is a little bit easier. And KenZy had to prepare PvZ against Gornich, PvZ against Aeon Zerg, and ZVT against Nyoken. So he had to prepare 2 matchups, which is twice as hard, I would say, maybe. But yeah, it was I mean, I'm really interested what Nyoken brings to us because he had so much time to prepare for these matches.
Yeah, and he's been casting so much. I'm sure he's actually learned a lot from the cast. He saw all the little tricks you can come up with as a Terran. So I know he's got the knowledge. Let's see how well can he put it.
And I really like the drone scout from KenZy. He already scouted the center, and he saw that there is no 8 racks or anything over there, so he can securely go for free hatch play.
So yeah, first game, nothing out of the ordinary, just regular macro play, 12 hatch, single racks into command center from Nyoken. So yeah, in the first game, players just are testing the waters. They want to see what they're capable of doing in the longer game without cheesing opponent.
Yeah, that's a good call because both players are going the most standard they could go for. Nyoken already moving out with 2 Marines, but Unfortunately for him, I thought he wanted to Zek unit to see that he's moving out to force some links, to force some Sankens maybe.
Yeah, see, that's the trick. That's the one of the tricks that I was talking to you about. He's got the knowledge. He knows that there's a big possibility for KenZy to actually move the Overlord to the middle position, and he wanted to kill the. But KenZy wisely this time around stopped the Overlord, and it's not going anywhere.
KenZy already started building the extractor. It's normal timing, maybe like 10 seconds faster than normally, but Nyoken is already mining from his natural. He's going plus one upgrade for the weapons, for the marines, relatively quickly. Also, Academy is being built, so I don't know if it's normal timing of Academy, but for me it looks a little bit early.
Well, there is no bunker, so it may be 100 mineral early. Also, did you guys know that if you make a layer from a hatchery, the building actually stops regenerating HP?
Okay, can you repeat, please?
The layer, if you mutate a hatchery to a layer, it stops regenerating HP.
Doing morphing.
Yeah, exactly. So
yeah, unfortunately, it's happening.
Yeah. So I don't know if chat may be a little bit surprised there, but there are a lot of things like this other than the new Archon that you may yet to discover about StarCraft.
Yeah, there are so many things that are coming out that we are figuring out that, oh, the guys after 20 years figured out that you can do that, and it's so funny. So this is another thing we can add why you love Brood War. It's like, it's unchanged since 20 years and it's still changing.
Yeah, it's so funny.
And 5 racks from Nyoken, we can see it after the placement of the fourth barracks.
Well, so far Nyoken looks so strong. Well, pretty much textbook 5 racks.
You can see that Nyoken
didn't go for too many Zerglings, so both players just going for a longer macro play, but yet again we're just gonna wait and see how good micromanagement of the Mutaisk is KenZy.
Yeah, it's really important to. Often you can say that it was hard to play on West, now it's on Korean server, because you can't use your Mutalisks correctly, because they have the job to keep the Terran in the house, and if you can't micro them correctly, you can't do it, and it's such an important thing to do. So yeah, it's very important for KenZy to utilize his Mutalisks the best way he could.
Yeah, because it's Europe versus America, so I'm sure the turret is about 16, so it's going to be just fine. It's a pretty decent turret.
The 8 mutas are flying in. The Nyoken is moving out already, but he needs to be careful because the part of the Marines is without Mutalisks. Okay.
+1 just kicking in, the Marine range just kicking in, just a perfect timing to move out.
And both players are both 300 APM. They're abusing the keyboard and mouse.
Yeah, I'm jealous.
Me too. Like, I'm when I'm having 200 APM, it's had to be action of my life. So, so it's like seeing someone having 300, it has to be action of the age. I'm not sure, but yeah, I really like the moving. Like the movement of Nyoken is good for now, but I would like to see him moving back, because soon he will be badly surrounded and punished for moving out that far, I think.
Yeah, but I think he's gonna just exchange his units with +1. There are 2 groups of Marines, so I think he'll be able to trade pretty well.
There is only one Sanke from KenZy. He's playing with huge cojones right now.
Oh my god, so he's applying so much pressure. KenZy needs to act now. KenZy is, I think, in the middle, so Nyoken wants to use this opportunity to actually enter KenZy's natural.
Oh, he's flanking the army with the links and with the mutas. He will be able to clear it, but it was a nice pressure from Nyoken and only 6 mutas are left, so it was a good... Maybe it looks not very good, but I think it was a good exchange for a Terran player.
Yeah, in the meanwhile, Nyoken actually scanned the top left position. Now the question is this army or is this one group of marines is enough to be able to break through? There is just one lookalike, so it's not tight wall just yet. But
Yeah.
then again, there is just one medic, so KenZy may just be able to barely save this base.
Nyoken is already tacking to the 2 starports. He's macroing with 5 barrack as good as he can, but his army is being killed relatively easily, I would say, but he lost a lurker, he killed 2 militaries, so that's not a bad exchange for a Terran.
Yeah, even 3 militaries, so the militarist period of time is gone, so militaries won't be able to do anything too much now, so he's transitioning into lurkers. So, well, there's a lot of marines, but where are the medics?
And look at the supplies, they're that even. So after this exchanges, it looks like KenZy is fine. I don't know if it really means that he's fine, because the supplies can't tell you everything, but he secured the 3rd base, he's already taking to the hive, so I think he's feeling pretty comfortable in this game.
Well, I think that just means KenZy or another engagement. I think Nyoken skipped a couple of SCV production cycles. That's why. We saw Terror just how many SCVs he always had. That's not the case with Nyoken. And now these bases with a couple of lurkers in each base are pretty safe. So now it's about decision from Nyoken. If he's going for another 2 vessels, or is he going for dropship? No, he chooses to go for vessels.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's gonna be more patient about this game. He's not gonna try to rush, and I think that's we with Maphack know that's a good decision because we see just how well the scourges are already played. So yeah, good call there.
Yeah, and look at KenZy, he's already prepared for some kind of drop in both bases, so he's expecting some kind of drop where Nyoken, if he will build these vessels relatively easy, he will have more time to gather the energy on them.
Here goes the irradiate. Well, the fire mount just finished, so it's gonna take a little bit longer to but yeah, without tanks, Nyoken won't be able to actually break through the space.
And one drone is not... Oh, now it's mining again. For a second, KenZy was mining with only 2 drones from the natural, but it's fixed already, so he's on top of his game. And 1 more macro hatchery in his third, so overall it looks like we will have very nice macro game from both of these players.
Yeah, and Nyoken added a really fast command center, so and he kept making SCV, so his SCV number is pretty good. Oh, he lost a
vessel to the 2 scourges, but overall he's irradiating out of units, out of expensive units. Oh, and he's going for... I'm not sure if this is a good call. Unfortunately, the swarm is not working for the Sunkens.
Yeah, it's funny. If I was Nyoken, I would be sure to actually finish off with the Sunkens.
Oh, 2 dropships are waiting to unload in the main base, but the scourges are waiting for them. The links are also waiting. Okay, oh, perfect transition.
Oh, huge loss for Nyoken. If he wanted to do that, he should have gone for more of an elevator. He needed to get some support from the low ground and drop from the high ground. I think that would be the ideal.
Yeah, that was a two perfect engagements from KenZy. He cleared the Marines in the fort, and he's already taking the fort, and he cleared the drop. This needs to give him a lot of confidence.
Yeah, definitely. Also, he's taking a fort, but that's exactly the same as Nyoken is doing. So he's taking a fort. Oh!
Oh, he sniped the Scourge. Did you see that? That was nice.
Yeah, nice Michael there.
So this vessel was saved. But KenZy is playing really nice games. He's holding on this pressure. He's taking the fort expansion, but on the other hand, Nyoken is also taking the fort base. So it should come to the time when KenZy will be the aggressor in this game. And the only thing which I'm afraid of is that KenZy is not upgrading his units consistently. He's just making +1 melee. He's having +1 carapace, but it would be good to add this +1 carapace because it will be very useful in the future. We saw that in the previous game of Nagrin.
Yeah. Also, I think Nyoken needs to put a little bit more pressure on both bases because he's letting KenZy macro as much as.
Oh, and 2 more vessels go down. KenZy is so good in taking out the vessels, and as a Zerg, I think this is the most useful talent toy to have as a Zerg, just to pick up the vessels. This is so
magnificent. He doesn't want to kill medic marines. He just wants to attack with Zergin so he can actually kill vessels. Perfect Zerg.
Yeah, perfect Zerg. This is a good name for KenZy. But he's already having the Ultra-Ice Cavern.
He's scanning the main. He sees that there are no scourges, so he might have found a hole. Let's see how well actually KenZy reacts to this drop.
There is no Defiles close to it, so yeah, this elevator might work perfectly.
The Ultra Cavern is exposed. The Echo Chamber is exposed. And I was doing so much work. Oh my god.
He killed really a lot of gas units. He killed a lot of Lucas, a lot of Scourges. He will kill the Ultra-Ice Cavern with an upgrade. Of course, the upgrade will not be killed, but it will be delayed. But it's really great damage by Nyoken. In the same time, we have a counter-attack from KenZy on the 6th position. He's trying to deny the 6th base. We have a drop from Nyoken in the top left also. Will the KenZy realize that the 7 Marines are coming there? This is such a tense game. Oh, the vessels are dying in the main base also.
Oh my god, the drop in the top left.
He killed all the drones!
And another drop in the top right. He's gonna kill the spawning pool, so he's not gonna be able to make any more circling.
This multitasking from Nyoken is incredible.
And these ultras without armor were not as fast as they should.
Yeah, they are the ultras after the swimming pool lessons. So he should upgrade them as quick as it's possible. He already rebuilt the Ultra-Ice Cavern. But
yeah.
It was a nice counter-attack from KenZy too, because this command center is very low, but the top right, top left hatchery is dead, so Nyoken did extremely good job with these dropships. And another dropship is coming into the main base and there is nothing there! Oh, there are
the Zergins might just arrive in time.
Yeah, it will be enough.
Yeah, remember that these are two upgraded medic marines, so they're pretty heavy on upgrades. Although, yeah, the third weapon is on the way, but I see no armor, so... on the other hand, KenZy just finished his second carapace upgrade.
Do you think the command center close to the natural, between the natural and mineral only for Nyoken is for nukes? Unfortunately, I think it's for 9 o'clock base, but is it possible it's for nukes? He lifted it. Oh.
Yeah, I mean, Nyoken wants to win the game, not to win our hearts.
$12 o'clock base from Mr. KenZy.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a ninja expo, but yeah, it's up to Nyoken to actually find out about it. That's why he's got the scans. He just needs to put it to work.
Play good. Nice play good. And there is... The Mutas could deal with it relatively easily if he would have like 10 of them. It would be good to save the Mutas for the vessels later. Another counter attack from KenZy on 6 o'clock, but he's not paying enough attention to it.
Well, there are no firebats, so this may actually work.
Mr. Bonnie, I'm impressed how well Nyoken is playing against KenZy, who is a beast, and we know about it.
Yeah, I'm so impressed by Nyoken. To be honest, I thought KenZy, he's gonna Mutalisk his way to victory just with incredible micromanagement, but Nyoken really on top of his game. He's a textbook Terran.
Yeah. He's doing what he should be doing, and he's not afraid to play a longer game against
Good rockets are coming. Oh, but there are so many scourges in the main.
Oh yeah, there are a lot of scourges waiting. Oh, he's unloading, not in the best position. Total annihilation. So now the supplies are getting closer. So KenZy mining from 12 o'clock base and 4 healthy bases. Nyoken is mined out in the natural and main base. He's still mining from 3 bases, but this is 3 versus 5. So if KenZy will hold on a little bit longer, it will be fine for him.
Yeah, I think the longer the game goes, if Zerg can actually tie the upgrades from Terran, it's actually the game's slightly going into Zerg's favor, but until then the Zerglings are still 2-1, so KenZy still got a lot of time. Well, actually there are so many times, so this one is not as deadly as it used to be, and a counter attack of the 6 o'clock position. This one is pretty.
That's nice counter attack. I need to say that. That's really well done by Mr. KenZy. This is very important base, and if you have like 2 more swarms, it would be even possible to counter this Milan only, because there are only marines and firebats with automatics.
Well, meanwhile, this huge KenZy Nyoken force on the top position was got a little bit. So I think KenZy is slowly turning this game around. Although, unfortunately for KenZy, he probably forgot about to try his helpers upgrade. Because you remember, he lost the Ultra Cavern to the drop, and after that he only researched the speed upgrade.
Yeah, he probably thought that it ended up earlier, so he clicked on the ultras and he was shocked that, oh, my ultras are not having the masses they should have.
And another counter attack. This is what KenZy needs to do. Just occupy from every side Nyoken.
KenZy position looks perfect in this game, but also it's not like the game is decided, but KenZy is doing such a nice job with this multitasking attacks.
Yeah, exactly. He's attacking the 6 o'clock, 9 o'clock, and while all of this is happening, just Nyoken is on the defensive position. He's not actually attacking anymore, so KenZy can actually expand into another 2 bases.
Oh, the first two battle cruisers are coming in, but there is spoken on already. KenZy is already having 1000 gas banks, so he will make some scourges immediately. And we can see 20 scourges are being made just to prevent this battlecruiser from dealing out of damage.
Yeah, gas is not the issue in this game for KenZy. And this 9 o'clock base is, well... Oh, here is the Carapace upgrade, so yeah, it's 5 to Ultras right now.
You can see the difference by the look of your eye, right?
Yeah, it's just not dying.
Yeah, it's like it's unbreakable Ultra Risk. And there are so many links from KenZy, so many well upgraded links in the natural of his. He's already mining from his mineral only, he's taking another mineral only, he's mining from 3 o'clock base, so he's feeling very comfortable in this game, and the supplies are being closed right now, being tied up, so I'm sure that he's feeling very nicely right now and he's pressuring his way to the victory.
Yeah, exactly. If he can stop 6 o'clock and stop 9 o'clock, the game is decided. So 6 o'clock is close to... well, the thing is, KenZy is not all in about it, so it's not like he wants to break or die. He's securing another basis for him. Yeah, if the game goes longer, he's gonna still be pretty fine.
Oh, but there are still battlecruisers and pressure from Nyoken, so he is not giving up, but three Ultras with great upgrades are fighting against this Bio army. He will clear these 3 Ultras and the battlecruiser will still survive, but yeah, this, like, the supplies are going down, but I feel like KenZy is having just too big of an economy too. Like,
yeah, exactly.
This exchanges are going fine for him, right?
Yeah, just a little bit too many bases right now. If now you can send just a couple of firebats to the 3 o'clock, a pack of marines, well, easier said than done, right?
Oh yeah, definitely. It's easy to say things to do about StarCraft, but it's so many scourges.
I really like that Nyoken doesn't give up. I mean, he's not standing in the defensive position. He knows he needs to attack or this game will end for him, and he's putting a lot of pressure on KenZy, and that's exactly what he...
Yeah, the early dropship pressure from Nyoken was brilliant, but now KenZy is just flooding him with the mass of the links. Of course, the marines can be very cost efficient, but overall his economical position, the Zerg economical position is extremely good.
I mean, it's pretty incredible how Nyoken just defended his 6 o'clock base after all, and he's still applying the fresh second natural of KenZy. But the upgrades are now free for the Zerg player, and he's got so many bases that KenZy will not be able to deal with.
Yeah, so that was very nice game. I'm not sure what I was expecting, because I know that Mr. KenZy is a beast, and I know that Mr. Nyoken is also a beast, so I didn't know what I was expecting after this series, but now I know that it's full best of 3, and I know that I should expect the best games out of it.
And now I'm sure I underrated Nyoken. He's pretty.
He's ready to be in the Round of Fate.
Yeah, definitely. So let's jump to the game number 2.
Yeah, just give me a few seconds to change the overlay, and we will be ready to go to the game. It will be on In the Way of an Eddy. You can see the maps over there. So 1-0 for Mr. KenZy, which was probably the favorite, as Mr. Bonnie, who is our talent over here, our ghost over here, he said that Mr. Eonzek and KenZy are the favorites of this group. The first game went to Mr. KenZy, but we have a second game in the way of an Eddie. Do you think it's more of a Terran map than Circuit Breaker?
It's hard to say because once you get an island map as a Zerg player, you really can't lose it because of the Nidus canal, and it's so hard to deal with island expansions. So I don't know. I'm not sure. I think it's more of a Zerg map than a Terran map.
Oh, so it's even better for our Zerg player.
I mean, the mineral line and natural mineral line is going to be a little bit easier to harass because I don't think you can actually place turrets nearly that good. Well, let's just wait and see. Let's go to the game number.
Okay, let's go to the game number 2 between Nyoken and KenZy.
So the game has begun, and we have IRK KenZy spawning as a red Zerg in the bottom left.
And spawning and in the bottom right position as a white Terran, we are having Nyoken.
Yeah, I'm gonna say this again because Nyoken surprised me with. I didn't expect him to pull such a good game. So yeah, to be honest, I thought that this series is gonna be an easy 2-0 for KenZy, but even if it's 2-0, it's not gonna be easy, and Nyoken will have a place in my heart that he is in fact a superior Terran warrior.
Yeah, I think he is extremely good Terran. But I'm not sure if he's like if he will be able to beat Mr. KenZy. But I'm sure that he deserves to be in the top 8. Just as KenZy, it's like 12 out of 16 players who are in round of 16 deserve to be in round of 8. So this is the hard thing to do in the BSL. We need to figure it out who are them.
Yeah, 12 players, they just don't fit into top 8. Yeah, some needs to get eliminated. That's how the tournament works.
Mr. Bonnie, I will leave you for 30 seconds. Excuse me. I have a phone call.
No problem. So this is gonna turn out to be I don't know, probably some radio transmission. So Nyoken is going for one base. Remember the reverse run. So any sort of early aggression may be rewarded. Actually, for example, 9-fold path. Well, KenZy is not going for it. He's going yet again for the thing that secured him a victory in the first game. So he's going 12 patch. And Nyoken, well, unfortunately, he doesn't scout KenZy right away, and now he's scouting cross position, probably because he didn't see an overlord from the top left, so that's how he knows that KenZy is in fact in the bottom left position rather than top left. These little Terran tricks to figure out your opponent position a little bit faster.
Okay, I'm here. What is going on? It's all fine?
Yeah, everything is fine, everything is done. I can just show us young Terran players a little trick to find opponent's base a little bit easier, because he scouted top position first and didn't see an overlord there, so his SCV went straight to the bottom left position.
Yeah, that's a smart thing to do. Oh, so close positions, Eddie always looked for me as a map when you can a little abuse a muta harassment a little bit. I don't know if you feel the same way, but the position of the mineral patches, mineral fields, looks like you can use the muta micro very nicely over there.
Yeah, the mineral line is pretty exposed, and I don't think you can actually place the missile turrets behind the mineral field. So yeah, I think Terra needs to put a lot of turrets to scare the mutant. And we see that Nyoken is still again going for the same thing as the last game, so engineering way into Academy. I must say it worked pretty well for him.
Yeah. In the previous game, he wasn't behind after the beginning of the game. It was like everything was figured out in the middle game. It was all undecided until the 15-20 minutes of the game. So, so it's good that he's going for this macro opening. I really like that.
Yeah, so it's like we are seeing the exact copy of the first game. So now Grim is Nyoken is telling us, okay, I'm gonna fix something that caused me to lose the game 1, but it was not early game related. So he must think, okay, I'm gonna be better at my dropship management, or I'm gonna move out differently with my medic marine army. But it's not my early game that caused me to lose the game.
Yeah, and I think this is a good call. It wasn't the early game which lost him the game. So that's a good call. If it worked fine until like 10 minutes of a game, you should do what worked fine until the 10 minutes of a game, and then change what was a failure after that.
Yeah, and meanwhile KenZy is doing the same thing because again he won the game. Why would you change anything if a strategy grants you a victory, right?
So KenZy is already gathering money for the Mutalisks. He will definitely have 900 minerals and 900 gas for 9 Mutalisks.
That cannon confirms it's in fact spire into Muta.
Yeah, this can that even if you don't see a spire and you will see that larvas are waiting in this time, you know that it will be Mutas popping out after spires. So did you see ever that in ZVT that the islands are essential way to the victory? Did you see Terran or Zerg to use the islands to the victory on this map?
Not on this map, but Andromeda is pretty similar in with the islands. Both of them are on with 12 and 6 o'clock position. So yeah, on Andromeda it was used. So why it wouldn't be there? Okay, so here comes the Muta harass. The 2 turrets are not yet completed.
Yeah, definitely. So he will be able to kill. Oh, he's denying like 10 STVs out of mining. So it's also a good job by the Mutalisks, but it's not a huge deal.
And now KenZy is adding out observing. So when this medic marine army is gonna move out, he will want to engage with them. So he's not gonna play a turtle style with fast lurker aspect to prevent medic marine from entering. He really wants to fight this medic marine army in the middle. But this is such a huge force that I think that's over 2 controls of medic, of marines. So. Well, it may be hard. They are +1 already.
Yeah, that's nice micro out of KenZy. You said before that you thought that he will win with his micro.
Oh, these marines are a little bit split, and these Mutas are just not really dying, but they're all very weak.
Yeah, they are all extremely hurt, so KenZy needs to be careful because like few bad shots and he can lose 4 or 5 out of his marines.
So the lurker aspect is done, and Nyoken is aware of the top left position, but there's still it is army. Oh, good reaction time by KenZy. I think Nyoken really needs to wait for Yak. He's doing exactly that. He's waiting support of additional marine wave. And there are still, okay, 3 lurkers are coming to secure this base, so they're just gonna be in. So close time.
Oh, he can use it to hold position. That will be brilliant. Oh, he's doing that! Oh, and he scanned that, but it was too late, I think. Oh, I'm overexcited. I should be calm. And everything died, Cruiser.
Oh, but he scanned it. Why would you go scan over your army?
Yeah, that was so funny. And it worked. That was the best way of it. And I think KenZy should back up with the lurkers because they are so easy to kill right now. Yeah, and this is what he's doing right now.
Yeah, but I loved Nyoken's reaction. It was like, something is off here. Why is Zerk not trying to harass my medic marine? And I think there are lurkers here. So yeah, nice star sense by Nyoken.
Yeah, that was exactly that. That was a star sense. And now there are 2 lurkers. One is badly injured.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, but oh, it will not work. Maybe it will. Oh, maybe it will work. Actually,
I think it just will.
Whoa, Nyoken, man, he's doing what he needs to do. Of course, the links will save it, but he killed a lot of mutas and a lot of lurkers. The gas units have been exchanged for the marines.
Well, he doesn't have to actually go for the Sunken. He just he can just wait for the reinforcement, so he can he just wants to stay there and allow the medic marine from his reinforcing army to come in. But now that the Nidus Canal is ready, so this medic marine army is gonna be picked up.
And KenZy didn't start at any of his upgrades. He's just starting to produce evolution chambers. I would say that it's pretty early for him because Nyoken is already having 1-1 and he's going for +2 upgrade, and he's adding another another engineering bay. So
Yeah,
he'll be behind in upgrades.
a little bit of a guy party in the in front of KenZy Natural because there are just no medics at. It's all marines and a single medic to join the party.
Oh yeah, pure guys, no lady to cure them. But overall, it's fine situation for KenZy because he's going for 4th expansion already. Of course, it's good that Nyoken is already mining from his 3rd expansion, so maybe that's why KenZy was forced to make this this expansion, this 4th expansion.
So he's leaving a small force in front of KenZy Natural to prevent any attacks from KenZy. On the other hand, he's going where he's going with the rest of the army.
I don't know what he's searching for, but he will kill one link. It's always better to kill one link than nothing.
Oh, and these vessels needs to be a little bit careful. They have no magic marine support.
Oh yeah, if there would be scourges, there would be no vessels anymore. At least these 2. Oh, and Nyoken is not going for any dropships. It looks like he's going for more and more vessels.
So yeah, maybe that's the thing he wanted to improve. So the dropships didn't really work. So he's gonna build up his vessel number and he's gonna irradiate and keep the vessels alive. Maybe that's his plan.
Yeah, but I thought that the dropships worked fine in this group in the previous game because he killed the top left expansion, he killed the spawning pool, the ultras cavern. But yeah, you're right. But he also KenZy intercepted a lot of dropships before they was able to unload anything.
On the other hand, KenZy's got a lot of sunken colonies, so these really help a lot against dropship.
And Nyoken is already taking the 2 o'clock base, I would call it. His supply advantage is not very significant, but he's trying to keep KenZy close, but he's keeping KenZy close in the top base, but he's opening the natural, so he can leave with any army he wants, and he can harass Nyoken however he wants.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like he needs to, Nyoken really needs to put pressure on both the international. But on the other hand, oh my god, oh my god.
Will he kill the natural of the top left?
Oh my god.
That's huge, because if KenZy will lose this base, this will be disaster for him, because this was his advantage.
He's done it.
Yeah, nicely done, very nicely done by our American Ghost to Terra.
No, nice reaction from KenZy. He's not losing his hope, so he's just putting. He's not trying to desperately save the second natural. He's just he is now focusing on protecting the main base.
6 lurkers are being morphed just to prevent Buff of coming into this base. KenZy wanted to show that I have a gas if you want to fight for gas.
Nice position of the tanks, so they are able to actually shoot the hatchery.
And again, KenZy is forgetting about his upgrades. That's really bad for him. He's only on 1-1, and it might cost him a game overall, because having an upgrade in a game like this is very important. And losing 6 ultras for free almost is also terrible.
Yeah, exactly. Without that help, this upgrade, these ultras really melt under Marine's fire. So Nyoken is really close to actually finishing this game.
Yeah, he's applying so much pressure. He's attacking them. He's fighting against the Lurkers on the top left, and he's attacking the natural base of KenZy. This is excellent game.
Yeah, Nyoken is playing. Yeah, he's playing so well. He's got 4 bases, so it's not like he's all-inning or anything. Now he's gonna add some drop. And he's on top of his upgrades, and I really like that.
Oh, he's going for the main base. He saw the gap and he's using it, and now he will be able to, if he will be able to kill everything right now. If there will be no ultras popping out.
Nice, King is the Spire, so the dropship may actually have a free run.
KenZy immediately rebuilding the Spire.
And now KenZy found out about the 4th base, I think. No, he's just blindly running toward the top right position, but he's losing main base and natural, and if he's gonna lose it, well, the command base is not the most scary thing on Earth.
And he thought that if Nyoken is applying so much pressure on him, he have to have this base, he have to have this top right bases, but no, Nyoken is having 3 bases mining, and that's it. And even this 10 o'clock base is not well defended, so KenZy will be able to deny mining from it. It's very nicely done.
Yeah, but it's not like Nyoken is in desperation mode. He still got his natural with over 400 minerals in each mineral. So yeah, Nyoken is in pretty dominant position right now.
Yeah, exactly. And also the natural of KenZy was also very important base for him. And now he's losing the fires, the key units almost for free.
Well, there are still ways for KenZy to get back with the pilot, with the defensive, and even half hidden expo at the left position. So if KenZy can actually place superior swarms everywhere and keep the defensive position, he still may be able to get back.
Yeah, I think there is still a chance if he will secure both of these bases, and he's like, as you said, this base on the left is secured. If he will be able to secure the natural of his main base, it will be fine for him because he denied mining from this 10 o'clock base. So Nyoken is basically mining from his natural and from his third, and this base will not last for many longer.
But look at that, Nyoken already 1-1 on his siege tank, and he's already working so many tanks in front of his natural.
Yeah, this is a huge force of the tank. Oh, the spawning pool is being remade, and the Spire for KenZy. He's fighting as hard as he can. It's really impressive. KenZy is so skilled player. He's doing whatever he can to stay in this game, but it's so hard because he's under a huge pressure.
Yeah, exactly. He's making a lot of drones in the top bases, but well, he cannot afford to lose all the hatcheries and all the tech in the main base.
In this game, Nyoken didn't build energy for vessels. In the previous game, he did.
But I mean, free upgrades of Yo against 1-1. That's gotta hurt right now.
It's almost impossible to fight in the normal engagement without the sword, with that upgrades, because the links will just disappear. Like I don't know what is disappearing very quickly, but very quickly. And GG from Mr. KenZy. Nyoken is taking a game from KenZy. That's incredible.
Yeah, exactly. Very well played by Nyoken. He found that one weakness in KenZy's defense that ultimately led him to win the game.
So the first series we have from a group of D, and it's already extremely hard to judge who will be the better player in this group.
Yeah, I made a fool of myself thinking that KenZy would win easily. No, my apologies. Nyoken is a beast.
Yeah, Nyoken is underestimated, but as a European players, we had a right to think that he might not be as good as one of our European representatives, but he's like a great tie to see how well he's doing against one of the best European players, which is KenZy, and he's not like he's doing everything so nicely, just as Nyoken, that until the 12 or 15 minutes of a game we couldn't find any mistake in their game. So that's really impressive to see that these players are facing each other, and I'm really happy to see that. Mr. Bonnie is talking to his wife.
Yeah, that's right.
So our next match will be on the map Sylphid. So this will be the decisive match. Who will be going to the winners match? And it's really interesting because the next match will be Gornish and Eonzek. Gornish versus Eonzek. So if KenZy will go to this match, it will be PvZ against Eon or Gornish. And if Nyoken will go to this match, it will be TvZ against Eon or Gornish. So we will see TvZ or PvZ on either of this match. And in losers match, we will see PvZ on or TvZ. So from my perspective, it's perfect. What do you think, Mr. Bonnie? Oh, Mr. Bonnie, unfortunately, is out for now. He has been called by his wife. So I'm here with you, boys and girls. So I want to say to you that on Tuesday and on Thursday we will have some amazing matches of BSL Gosu League, and we will see the cast of BSL Gosu League round of 8, which is Mr. Cryok versus Tech, Castro versus Unco, Adel Scott versus Taitu, and Madinho versus Ultra. So this is extremely well played opponents facing each other. Cryok Tech, Castro, Unco, Adel Scott, Taitu, and Madinho Ultra in the top 8 of Gosu League are facing each other. And also for Chobo League, Mr. Wade Master will cast our Chobo League matches on Friday and on Saturday on 1 a.m. PST, which will be 4 p.m. CST. And Mr. Bonnie is there. Welcome, Mr. Bonnie.
Hello guys. Okay, let's do this.
So let's do this. I like this approach. So the next map will be the Sylphid, and we are going directly to the game on Neo Sylphid. Mr. Bonnie, the Super Gosu, is with us, and we will be casting this game.
And the game has begun. The third match to decide who is going to go to the winner's prize. So on the left, well, that's 8 o'clock position, Orange Zerg, KenZy.
And on 5 o'clock position, or 4 o'clock position maybe, as Purple Terror, and we are having Nyoken.
So let's see. To be honest, I would like to see a variation from both of these players, but I feel like they're both gonna do the same yet again.
Yeah,
so 12 match, yeah.
They will not risk with anything they are not familiar with. They just go with the standard and not toy with anything weird and cheesy.
Yeah, that's how you just recognize some players. Some of just changing strategies left and right, and some just play their own style. And both of these guys just play their own style. They probably may know about it, that they're gonna repeat the same story again.
But for both of them, the story that we are assuming that they will repeat it, but the story worked for at least one game, so they decided that they both will repair something and go for it again. So it's really interesting, especially on Sylphid, where the third expansion is probably going to be taken by KenZy if it will come to that. And then there will be no such a thing as like map split scenario possible for Terra, so it should be a more aggressive game in this case.
Well, yes, exactly. I think this map is a little bit more of an open map, so it's not gonna be the third base is not gonna be as easily secured for Nyoken as it was on the other two maps.
KenZy's playing a little bit more greedy. He placed his spawning pool on 12 drone, so it shouldn't mean a lot. It would mean a lot if there would be a rush, but his overlord is already waiting to see if nothing is not coming, and his drone is scouting. But do you think is there a Hydra risks or fast lookers or something like that possible over there, or it's not?
No, they're gonna play the same thing again. I'm just 99% sure. And look at this, even barracks by default structure is the same, just every detail is the same, so just copying, Control C, Control
Oh, I really like that Nyoken hide his SCV. Oh, I thought he will stay with this SCV for a bit longer, but no, KenZy realized that the SCV sneaked to the main base, so he will chase him. So nicely done.
So let's see if there's well, a little bit of a variation, for example, in the serving count. But just as I said, oh, nice SV catch. That's huge,
Yeah,
actually.
nicely done.
Because Nyoken now is playing blind, so he doesn't know if there are gonna be more zerglings incoming. So he'd like to place Academy before the bunkers, and right now, yeah, he either needs to send another scouting SCV or keep some SCV in front of the Marine Army.
Yeah, sending one more SCV to scout is a good idea. I really like that. Because he don't know what is coming, and because there are Zergs who are building 6 to 8 links and making out of drones, and there are Zergs who are making a lot of links just to try to catch the early Marines which are moving out. And with the scouting SCV you should find out which variations of a Zerg you are playing against.
So the bunker is in position, so Nyoken is secure. And we have Lair finishing, so we're gonna see his Spires soon enough. So yeah, it's like a gentleman's agreement that okay, no rush.
No rush till 6 minutes. Yeah. We should play that game, Mr. Bonnie, because you are always killing me before 6 minutes.
Oh no way! I'm not playing any of this.
Yeah, every time we are playing against Mr. Bonnie, he's killing me until 6 minutes. Then I'm playing with my main base and trying to hold on in the game, or just I'm playing in terrible position just to hold on. So yeah, your aggression is excellent, but I'm sure you are also appreciating the economical approach of these players.
Yeah, I know just how important the macro is for. Well, basically, for your own game, if you are too busy just microing, you may forget about a macro part of the game, especially if you lack the APM to actually execute both parts of this game. So macro is really important aspect of this game, and these players they know this pretty well. That's why they're going for so macro oriented builds.
But I thought that KenZy will decide to go with one of the high ground bases, maybe, but he's going for 12 o'clock, so he will be forced to micro heavily on these mutalisks and links just to prevent Nyoken from moving out, because we know that Nyoken is going third time in a row for the same build, so also KenZy knows it, that he will be moving out soon, and you have to deal with these bioforces in the middle of the map, because otherwise it will deny your expansion, and it will be hard to play with only 2 bases.
Oh, is the range finished? No, not yet, so Nyoken really needs to be careful right now.
Oh yeah.
Also, +1 is kicking in just in a couple of seconds.
This is a perfect timing for +1. Oh, I thought that that KenZy knew about it and wanted to attack just before the +1. It would be sick.
So 11 Mutalisk trying to not let Nyoken out of his natural. He's making yet again a huge number of zerglings. I think it worked pretty well on Eddie at least. Oh, but yeah, KenZy wisely backs off. He doesn't want to engage this army. Oh, is he gonna? Nice micro from both sides, I suppose. So it's pretty easy trade.
Yeah, I've been watching the video of Jadon when he was talking that if you're microing a muta, you should micro from an opposite way where Marines are walking through, just to get them back a little bit. And this is what KenZy is doing. He's microing from the back of the Marines just to delay them as long as he can. But I don't think he will be able to delay them long enough because the Lucas are just started.
Yeah, exactly. But there are so many zerglings, so he really wants to fight this. Oh, but actually these eggs are in the way. We're not actually helping these Zerglings to position.
They are in the way of a seal feed. Oh, but yeah, he lost both Lurkers and few Mutalists, so this is not the best situation for KenZy, and
Oh my god, can he actually break through the space? That's gonna be huge! I mean,
yeah,
his Medic Marine army is now a little bit out of position, but he's repositioning pretty well.
yeah, he is repositioning nicely, and he can
And
just
one
take
Lurker.
few Marines to kill the Sunken and stay close to this gap. Yeah, this Sunken is doing extremely good job.
Yeah. This position, I think it's pretty good position for Nyoken. Oh my god.
He killed every single Muta, and he's still in the position when he can break this base.
So one Lurker, one Sunken, and reinforcing army from the back.
Terran is flanking.
Nice
Oh!
Lurkers.
The Lurker spikes are pretty good, but the Medic's wall are also fine.
Wow, what a play by Nyoken. That medic wall there.
There are more and more reinforcements coming in from both players.
Oh, the Lurker has died. That's huge. And now it's to kill the Zergling.
This is almost 1-1 Marines. Where are the... Oh, it's a little bit, few seconds away from 1-1, but it's hard to kill them with pure links, and there are more Marines reinforcements coming in, so KenZy will lose this base for sure.
Oh my god.
Is
my god.
Nyoken going to take KenZy?
Oh my god, I can't actually believe what I'm seeing, but yeah, Zerg is gonna be on 2 bases, that means he's gonna be on 2 gases. And that's not a situation you want to be in as a Zerg player.
KenZy is even adding more drones, maybe he wants to saturate his natural, maybe he figured out that I need to play on 2 bases.
Yeah, nice hold position Lurker, he kills a couple of Marines there. But yeah, he's got two bunkers. And I can know he's ahead, so he wants to just stabilize a little bit, so he doesn't die to any sort of counter attack.
When KenZy is going with counter attack, he decided that this is the time to go for it. But there are 2 bunkers already, and I don't think it will work because there's like if there would be 10 links more, it will work, but maybe 20 links more. But
yeah,
unfortunately,
steam bunker, nice trick. You basically just empty your bunker, steam, and then get into bunker. And yeah, that's how you get a steam bunker.
And the hatcher, oh, it will be cancelled. But look at the supplies. He is doubling the supplies of KenZy, so Nyoken got this guy.
Yeah, the lot's drawn on the 12th o'clock position, but there is 1 marine left to take. Okay, so KenZy only hope is the fire right now. Oh, nice, Lurker snipes.
Oh, he even sniped the drone before killing the links. GG from KenZy, and Nyoken is killing our French favorite. Wow!
Wow! I can't believe. I mean, no way.
Me neither. It's right. I mean, I was believing in Mr. Nyoken because he have extremely high game knowledge, and I've been playing against him and I never won. So he is super Gosu pat. But playing such a super Gosu games against KenZy is incredible. It's really incredible. I'm so impressed by his skill.
Yeah, so he's now in the winner's bracket, so he's gonna be waiting for the winner of the match between Ion Zerg and
Yeah, you're right. So Ion Zerg versus Gonj will be our next match. So we will come to that after a short break. After I will set up all the overlays. So don't go anywhere, anyone. We'll be back in 2 or 3 or 4 minutes. See you in a second.